So Adreyn finally loses it and he absolutely goes crazy and exposes everyone. And I'm here for it. Front row seat, I am here for it. We're about to go in today.
When we went to the Represent Radio interview, I gave you money out of my own pocket to get home. Why not? And you expect me to sit down? Shut your mouth. You need to shut your mouth. That's what you need to do. You need to shut your mouth. Got text messages of her offering me her pussy though. Let's be real. So let's be real. I definitely did that. Yeah. Me being educated is authentic, babe. Alright? Cool. You can't give examples of what I've done to be fake because there is none. This is the anti-Adreyn show. They don't like me for whatever reason. I don't need to. The reality is.
Hey guys, it's Murad. Hope you guys are all doing well today. It finally happened, guys. We were waiting for it and it finally happened. Adreyn finally got his vengeance on the majority of the cast. Adreyn's vengeance really is the main theme that is running this entire reunion on its own two bare legs, and we're going to get into it bit by bit because there's a lot to discuss. Oh my god, this tea is good. Let's get into Omar. Now Omar, I've washed my hands with you. I'm sorry, goodbye, recycled, out the window. You are the sugar in the tea that gets dissolved. You are gone, child. I'm done with you as a person.
I took a lot of sticks for this prick. Do you understand? No, I don't give a fuck.
You have no idea how to reflect yourself on a particular format, on a show. Your performance was absolutely deplorable. I'm done with you, done with your character, I'm done with your green hair, child. I'm done with all of it. You have no legs to stand on at all. Your points do not make any sense. You are not supporting your theory of Adreyn being fake. There were no facts present on the table at all.
I don't like your energy, your aura is what I don't fuck with. Do you know why? Because you're fake as fuck. That's the thing I don't like about you. Do you understand?
You said to Adreyn, I've never disrespected you, but 2 seconds afterwards you said shut the fuck up.
Never disrespected this you. Hold on, shut the fuck up. I've never said nothing to you, yeah? I've never...
You told him to be quiet. You said to his face that he is fake. Let's not get it twisted now. When you're accusing someone of being fake, that is defamation of character, and that is a very, very serious allegation. And Adreyn has every right, whether it's a good way, whether it's a bad, aggressive way, to defend himself because somebody has said to him that he is fake. Therefore, he's entitled to react in any way possible that he can. Omar, I am done with you as a particular person. I just find it quite shocking. I was absolutely shocked as a person. It's like your, I don't want to say true colours because everybody has different personalities or whatever, but that's how it came across to me. I was like, why are you kind of someone's way shouting at him? And he gave you money out of his own damn pocket. Now, it might not have been £100 for a ticket somewhere, but it was £20. And best believe, if I'm paying for your cab home, I'm a ride or die for you. And you better not try and do me wrong like that. How are you paying for a cab home? How are you paying for someone's cab home and tomorrow they're in your face saying you're fake? I will climb out this window. Don't piss me off because that's absolutely disgusting. And then Esther and her teeth want to jump on the floor and say, oh, this is why we don't like you, Adreyn, because you draw people out. Was he drawing people out, or was he not sitting there quiet until he was attacked by Omar? If anything, Omar's the one drawing people out, but they just ignore it. There's plot holes that people are just ignoring so that for no reason. It doesn't make sense to me. An hour and a half and not one reason for why he is a fake person. It doesn't make sense at all. The audience, the viewers, everybody is up in arms as to what's going on. I've lost all respect for Omar as a particular person. If he's on the next season, I would just probably ignore him. I'm not checking for him anymore. I don't feel like he should be in the next season because he lost all credibility. He has no value. He has no worth on the show. It is absolutely disgusting. And even if he did want to get a point across that may have seemed valid, he should have performed it in a proper way instead of shouting like an idiot because it makes him look like an absolute fool. And then he tried to come for him because he said, oh, you're singing a song by John Legend. Like, who does that? What? I'm confused. I'm baffled, please. How does that relate to the reunion? It only highlights and shows how flawed you are as a person, that you are an idiot, Omar. Absolute fool. I liked you so much, but I don't care if you're following me or whatever. It is what it is. In this episode, particularly in this reunion episode, this is how I feel, truthfully. The way you presented yourself was absolutely immature, it was disgusting, and you are regarded as a bully because you're going up to someone and you're accusing them of being fake and you have no legs to stand on, there are no facts, there are no receipts. You just simply said, oh, his aura. His aura was negative towards me. What, sorry, are you now a Mystic Meg to be sitting there with them ball and you're going to be trying, saying everybody's aura? Okay, if you don't feel that you get along with him, that's fine, but that isn't justification for someone being fake. There's no relation between the two. Nevertheless, Omar, you and your green hair tried it, and you failed. And then we have Miss Esther who wants to fall on the floor and she's talking about people being mature and that she's on the floor doing what? with bare teeth, on the floor with bare teeth, on the floor doing what I don't understand. And she's there lying down like some mermaid. Like, this is not a photo shoot. Please get yourself up and sit on the chair and we can continue with the reunion. I don't know what that was. I was looking at it and I was thinking, why are you on the floor? Like, I'm really trying to find out why you're on the floor. It doesn't make sense to me. And then we have Lucas as well. Like, it really was the whole cast one by one who's going up on Adreyn. And, you know, I'm finally happy for Adreyn stood up for himself because that was quite hard to do so. And before we even get to who was supporting Adreyn, we need to get into Lucas. Now, Lucas justified his way of talking. Lucas was talking so much BS in this episode. It really just irate me in the way he talked. Let me just drink my tea first before we go into this one. And then you got to stir that sugar because the sugar, that flavour needs to come through. Lucas justified his actions for being rude to Adreyn because he's, you know, I'm sorry if I'm being a confident young black man. Sorry, a young, confident young black man. A confident young black man does not go up to someone and say, I will get active on you.
You could get Lucas blamed, yes or no? I appreciate
What?
I appreciate that. I appreciate that.
What does blam do?
Or start shouting from the rooftops. It's just ridiculous. And then he also said, you know, because of the way my character is, I'm not meant to come and say hi to you. Well, aren't you the old cast member? Isn't he the new one? Shouldn't you make him feel welcome when he comes into a certain environment? You are an old man and you're, okay, he's not old. You are a man and you're sitting here saying that in order to justify your rudeness, you are a bully. Point blank, period. You are a bully. If you're going up to someone and you're saying to them, I will get active on you face to face like this, and you're threatening them for physical violence, and you're saying, oh sorry, I'm a confident young black man, this is just the way it's perceived, you know, it is what it is. You're finding excuses for your behaviour, you're not directing any fault or any blame at you at all. This is a character flaw in you, Lucas, that's been pertaining for the last 2 seasons, and you still can't recognise your fault at all. Despite whether you and Adreyn have moved on or whatever, it is what it is. At the end of the day, what you said to him was disgusting, it was rude, and if anything, Lucas, I was expecting an apology on stage from you for your comment on I'll get active on you, because that reflects that you want to punch him, physical incitation, violence. Now, Reva. Let's go on to Reva. Reva is a direct reflection of loyalty, and she came through.
What has he done one way that he hasn't done another? That's all I want to hear. That's all I want to know. Wait, hold on, no.
She plays a vital component to this show because she's on both sides, whether it's Adreyn's side or whether it's the rest of the world side and not on this show. She reasons with both of them and she kind of understands. And when I first, you know, when she was trying to reason between Lucas and Adreyn, she was like, oh, Lucas can't be chief on the show. And in my head I was thinking, is she defending Lucas? Because I'll come for Reva, don't piss me off. But she's trying to understand from Lucas's perception as to why he might be right and then Adreyn's perception. And she continuously asks, because she doesn't understand herself. And, you know, really just highlights the truthfulness in this particular character and that she does have loyalty for a friend and that she's sticking up for him in a very, very, very toxic environment. Majority of the people were there. All going up on him. It was very toxic. It was just Adreyn on his own, and Reva was there, and she was a ride or die, and it only has increased my liking towards her as a person. I really liked her a lot in that episode. She really just came through, and she kept on asking, what has he done wrong? You know, what has he done wrong?
When has Adreyn ever been rude, disrespectful, or done something you haven't liked just out of the blue? It's always a response to something.
It feels like these people are definitely very threatened overall. And, you know, Lucas's response was, you know, I'm the type of character where I don't need to come say hi to you. Lucas, are you on drugs? Please let me know so we can be on drugs together. If it's cocaine, you know, let me know so we can join you.
For my character, really and truly, I shouldn't be coming to if I'm fucked in it, I'm a cunt. So why am I gonna come up to you if I'm the one that's, you know, the bully, the bad boy, and I'm coming to say, yo, Adreyn, what on? Do you get what I'm saying?
Because I'm really trying to find out what kind of foolishness you're talking today. So because of your character, he should come say hi to you. Are you not the old person? Is he not the new person? Should you not welcome somebody and make them feel comfortable in this particular environment? Does that not speak volumes of your character? But you don't think about that, do you? A lot of people don't think about what they're saying, what they're doing. It's just so moronic. It's imbecilic. I don't understand. You know, Wale is the biggest arse licker on this show. This guy decided to wake up today and said, you know what, I'm going to wear a tie on my head and walk out and meet people and work in a professional environment with a tie on my head. I don't know what thought process he had with that, but we can all agree that he was very confused, but it's okay. Wale expresses on the show that he doesn't like how Adreyn is moving and he finds it quite weird, he finds it very fake.
I was like, fam, like, maybe I don't know you, but I'm not gonna lie, I don't really like you, how you're moving, innit? But we just had a conversation that maybe the way he was talking down to certain people, I just didn't like it, to be honest, innit? And
Number one, you don't like the way he's moving, but it's okay for Lucas to physically threaten other people on the show. I'm very confused about that. You're very upset about the fact that Adreyn's, that's not his real name, but then we have somebody else who wants to be referred to Biscuit. The name is called Biscuit Wale. His name is Biscuit, but you don't like the way somebody else is referring when either name can be seen as the real name. Somebody else is called Biscuit on the show. I don't think I'm still confused as to why he's referring to himself as Biscuit, but it is what it is. So I don't understand why you are very quick to ignore any form of problems or flaws in your friends, but when it comes to somebody else, you can use those same flaws to attack them. That makes you seem as a very hypocritical character, and in my opinion, I don't feel like Wally needs to be in next season. The only good thing that he's doing is taking up space. I don't understand what he does on this show. This day, his team furniture, this was the only point that he added because this was the only point in the entire season that he was worth talking about. He has no credible worth. I think he's one of the characters that was added onto the show because he's friends of the cast, therefore he's on the show. But realistically, as a character, what do you add to debates? We're all really trying to find out. I don't understand this. You may have added a few points in one episode, but on a consistent manner, there isn't. It is what it is. I'm not going to spend a lot of time talking about Wale because this guy has a tie on his head, and I just don't have the time. We're going to get into Gogo. And what I liked about Gogo, as opposed to the other boys in the show, was that there was deliverance in the way he spoke.
Is he might feel like they're misguided or that they've misinterpreted his personality, and he's well within his rights to feel like that. But the reason, I can tell you from someone who had the same issue, the reason people feel like that is because, like Wale said, everybody's got like a certain part of their character.
And he was able to put his thought in a pragmatic way for anybody to, somewhat make sense and construct a thought of what he was saying. But the way he's talking, it's as if he's saying that Adrian needs to be this perfect person and that there's a huge problem because there's a difference in perception. We may perceive him differently to how the cast perceive him, therefore that's a huge problem. Therefore that's so different. This is an angry side to him that we don't see. Let me put the tea down. There's a crack in identity in terms of Gogo's perception that he's been seen differently. But a lot of people are seen differently in different environments, in different ways. Therefore that immediately means that they're fake. I don't know why Gogo is urging and pressing on this perfectionism that we need for Adrian when there are plenty of other characters that are probably perceived differently on the show or not. It is what it is. And just because Adrian's playing up to the cameras, it doesn't mean that he is fake. He just knows how to articulate himself in a professional environment when being filmed. It's not hard. Anybody can do it. I'm trying to find out why Lucas was standing. He got up. He went to Adrian. This person is trying to assert his masculinity, his alpha male nonsense. He was trying to assert it on them, and I found it absolutely rude, very disgusting. And once again, you're entering my personal space, and again shows that you are a violent character, and you should have apologized to Adrian in this, but you did not. And what really pissed me off, and we're going to get into another topic, is this whole persecution of Adrian's sexuality was disgusting and vile from the host and from everybody else. I was not here for it. I want to get into Nunu and how she came for him. Now, I like Nunu as a person and a character, but she was an absolute fool. And she talks about how she's mature and everything. We're going to get into a little rant at the end. But she's not mature if she's out here saying somebody's gay.
Because, Adrian, you are fake, actually. Let me tell you what he... No. Let me tell you what he did.
It almost doesn't mean anything. It's absolutely disgusting because you're attacking someone's masculinity, making fun of any form of their femininity, and you're masking it to something, to go for them. Whether it was Sia, whether it was... the rest of the cast, it is what it is. And Esther saying, "Oh, but then why did you tell him to take it down?" That's not what he did. He clearly explained that he told the person to take it down for the majority of all members because there might be something bad. Whether he has hidden intentions or not, we don't know, and I personally do not care. But once again, we have Esther as the pattern on the screen where she's trying to find a problem. She's constantly creating a problem rather than looking at the facts. Problems are being created by her because that is how her thought process is. Point A, point B, put them together, problem. That's how she thinks as a person consistently on the show. Now, more points I want to talk about in order to support that theory and how she's performed. But this attack on Adrian's sexuality was disgusting, and even the host said, "You know what? This question is a bit intrusive, but was it true?" If the question is intrusive, like you said, why are you asking it?
It is an intrusive question, I'm not going to lie. But was that tweet about you?
It wasn't about me. And I said it in the group.
Being intrusive. A host is not meant to be intrusive. They're meant to stand there and ask the questions. If anything, Rio should have been the damn host. Because this girl was trying to understand from everybody's perception, which is what a host should be. Nevertheless, everybody was jumping on his sexuality. That in itself made me physically sick. I had to stop watching. I had to go and get some water. Because I was like, if this was me, I would feel so uncomfortable. Would have just left the show midway because it's just disgusting. It's absolutely disgusting. And nobody came for Max. He was tweeting all day. Max was tweeting all that day. When that tweet came out from that person, Max was tweeting all day. Who came for Max? Nobody. They came for Adrian. There's a consistent pattern of people coming for Adrian because it definitely means they are threatened by him, or they find this annoying that he comes across differently, and that it is what it is. I think they are aware that he's been liked so much, and it just frustrates them even more. The attack of his sexuality, his masculinity, whether it was Sia, whether it was Nunu, whether it was Esther, the entire cast, it was just disgusting. That was the worst part of this entire series. My head is lost right now, like it's spinning because too much happened in this episode. Like we've got to just read deep. So much happened on this particular episode. We have Adrian being persecuted, Adrian's sexuality being persecuted. We have Lucas and Adrian. We have Wale and Adrian. We have Omar and Adrian. We have Riva, who really came for Adrian in terms of supporting him, and that loyalty was a ride or die. And I liked it a lot because she deeped different people's perceptions, which is a great thing to do. And she was there. She said, asked the question, why do people see him as fake? What has he done? That was the thing. What has he done that is so fake? And it was nothing. What has he done? They couldn't answer the question. It's laughable at this point. It is quite laughable. We're going to get into Nunu because what it is with Nunu is that I do like her as a person, but she can be quite immature. And it definitely came to this whole idea of sexuality and the fact that she was very quick to point the finger at him. And even though he asked politely and phoned, she continuously did it. Whether it's him or not, you have no right to go and do that, and that is defamation of character. And for me personally, that could have led to something very serious if it was to do with me, because I will not let anybody go on Twitter and running loose, whether it's putting my Twitter name or not. It's disgusting and it's very immature as a person. You have your own business, Nunu. You just graduated, Nunu, and here you are going on Twitter saying if someone's gay or not. Last man, remember, you are 21 years old. You are not 5. Grow the hell up.
Firstly, it was fucking malicious. It was fucking vindictive, and I'll fucking tell you why, yeah? Because you tagged me in a fucking tweet before. I called your fucking phone and I told you to fucking delete it.
It was disgusting, it was immature, and I partially lost respect for you. I do feel sorry for you at the same time, but I partially lost respect for you because it's just stupid. The perception of the entire generalization of Adrian and Nunu is very different, and I need to know why. Why do they see Nunu as somebody who is different, but they see Adrian as someone who is, fake? Why are they being classed as two different things? It doesn't make sense to me again, and that needs to be explained by somebody from the cast so we are able to understand, because at the end of the day, my head was spinning in this entire reunion. Let's be real. Again, why do we need voice notes? This is not it just stresses me out. We don't need to know about what's going on in their WhatsApp group. That's none of my business. I don't care for it. Stop bringing this to the reunion. And when it came to Adrian's long voice note, I was here for it. He did nothing wrong, regardless of him swearing or not. That's full on anger. You can just sense it as a viewer. As a viewer, we can all sense the anger that is boiling up in this particular person because of the entire fake allegations that are coming towards him. Everybody is amalgamating allegations towards him, but Adrian is coming back with facts, and they don't have any legs to stand on. They're all looking like absolute idiots. It's so stupid. It irates me so much when I see this going on. It's just quite sad. It honestly is quite sad as to how he's being classed. And Nunu's defamation of his character, as well as Omar's defamation of his character, were very serious allegations, calling someone fake and then coming for sexuality. Like, what the hell, man? That is just absolutely messed up. Now, that's just the whole Adrian saga. Gone for a quick minute. I'm going to get back to it because he really did take over the reunion, but we also need to get into this whole Riva and Nunu beef.
Riva like me. Riva doesn't want to talk to me. She doesn't want to look at me. She avoids me. Why?
Dad, we go and sneak to go. I'm like, Nunu, quick, go and get back. We go and pack it. We wrap it. We go and hide it in the bin. Nobody knew till this day. With you, and you said all these things. Riva's aggressive. Riva hates me. And then, don't do your eyes like that. Have we got a video?
We've got the video.
We've all watched it already. So.
Now, a couple months ago, I did make a quick video clip about this whole beef between Riva and Nunu, and that I was talking about Nunu's side of it because that's the only side that we got to see. And it was quite weird and shocked because I was thinking Riva can't be doing this behind the scenes. She can't be moving like this, and I was right. I'm glad Riva explained herself. Though there were some details that we didn't need to talk about, like the whole idea of the period blood on the floor. Like, you could have just kept that in the middle of low-key Riva, but I feel like you did at the same time have to explain yourself, and it is quite sad to see that, I'm happy that Riva has explained herself, but it's quite sad to see how confused Nunu is as a person sometimes. If Riva is literally doing that for you in the toilet and then you're going on YouTube talking nonsense, I can 110% understand where Riva is coming from. And if Riva politely says to you, do not talk to me again, if you're constantly making or intending to call and you're not getting answers, It's a bit stupid because somebody said to you, don't talk to me again, and you're continuing to make communication. There's no point doing so. So I'm very happy that Riva addressed that beef, and I'm very happy that Riva and Nunu, you know, really just cleared that, not cleared the air, but cleared it for us so we can understand why these two don't get along. Because Riva just can't be a random bully. It just doesn't make sense to me as a person. So I'm happy that that's been cleared out. I'm happy that Riva has cleared her name because she most definitely has for me. And what I liked about Riva is when she came for Chioma.
It is what it is. I'm not chatting shit. It's real, man. It's real.
Why? Because Chiama's doing nonsense on the show. We need to get into this. We need to get into Chioma. And that clip was seen with Nunu where she was talking about her. Whether it's in her face or not, talking about someone is actually quite rude. Now, obviously, everybody needs to express their feelings, but don't be surprised if Nunu's going to defend herself if she's heard herself being spoken about Chioma. Like, it doesn't make sense.
I can't get along with her, that's just what it is.
Why are you talking about me? I'm right here.
You think I give a shit? I don't understand. Baby girl, I don't give a fuck.
Come talk to me then.
Babe, here, come and sit here. I'll talk about you in your presence. Like I was saying, I don't like her and we don't get along.
I don't like you too, bitch.
She just called me a bitch.
Yeah, bitch.
The whole idea, the premise of the story between Chioma and Nunu was that Nunu called Chioma a bitch, and I was thinking to myself, well, Nunu's being rude, why is she calling her a bitch? There was no reason for it. But when you watch that clip of them behind the scenes for that video, Chioma was the one that started it. She was the one that started it. You were talking about someone in a very bad manner, and then they respond, and you want to play victim by saying, oh my gosh, she called me a bitch, you know what, I forgave her. Excuse me, you're the one talking about her first. I think Chioma is one of them fools who's got her head become too big. She is blown. She's acting like a damn fool on this show. And you know, the audacity to, the way she was moving in that video and you know, thinking that she's just huge and she has no reason to hate her just because they're different people, just because she's more open with her parents. Therefore, that's a reason. And as I said, oh, who writes a letter? Again, another point, that's what I was saying before, A and B, Esther mixes in and creates a problem. She doesn't look into what the letter says. She doesn't look into the meaning of the letter or the reason behind it. What she looks at is the letter itself and she says, who writes letters? Again, looking for a problem.
You feel like anybody does.
For
so
example,
it's like
who writes a
you're
letter?
deluded. You know
Do you
what
get what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
the one time
Never ever diving in deep to understand the reasons behind stuff or what it actually pertains. This is the constant pattern that Esther's doing.
Hold on, you put it in the group. He did he not? He put it in the group saying, I've tweeted the person to put it down. What's your business? Leave the person alone.
I did not tweet this person saying, please take it down. I tweeted the person, I said, bro, do you understand that the Bkchat cast members are doing a madness because of your tweets? He goes, lol, so. I say, so delete your tweets. That's all I said to the brother.
And it's just tiring at this point. It actually is quite tiring. Chioma, you're too big-headed. I don't know who you think you are, and it's just horrible. You are bullied. The way you were speaking about her before you were filming, who does that? Keep your opinions to yourself. You know she's around and that she's coming in. You're doing it to big up your ego. There's no need to do it. She called you a bitch, and rightfully so. Rightfully so. Because you have you're so unprofessional if you talk about your colleague in an ill manner when you're just about to work with them. That's just so stupid. You're putting yourself up for no reason. And you know, the way you're looking at her up and down, like this type of image you're portraying, it's not good for you at all. It's bad for your soul. Please just empty it out.
I'm not going to talk on the same.
I'm not going to talk, chat.
I don't need to like you to talk. I'm not bothered.
Why would you do that?
Because you do. About you?
Yeah.
I really want to be your friend. I care so much. Loser. Anyway. Yeah, my thing's recording.
And you got Nunu's rant at the end, and this is where Nunu just goes absolutely mad.
I'm misunderstood. I believe I'm misunderstood.
Exactly.
That's it. That is point blank period. People do not understand me, and people do not want to get to know me. Person, because I cry does not make me weak, okay? Because I write letters to you does not make me weak.
Nunu, I'm going to address that.
Because I'm sensitive does not make me weak. All right,
Nunu, please.
Where she goes for it, and she just simply lets loose. It's actually quite funny to see how everybody's just sitting there thinking, oh my god, wow. And then at the end, they're all saying, oh, it's because you're different, you're seen as this. It's because your lack of understanding for this particular character. You don't want to get to know her. I'm going to say that again. You don't want to get to know her. If you don't want to get to know her, you're obviously going to hate her down the line. It's an obvious end pattern. So why don't you take time to know your colleagues? Just because they're different doesn't mean that they're wrong. You know, Chioma can't say you're weak, you're wrong, because she has one perception. She thinks she's better than particular people. Her ego is huge. She's talking about people before they're coming onto the set, and she thinks she's right. The way she's doing people up and down, this is just disgusting, and you have no legs to stand on to prove to people as to why this person is so bad. It makes no sense. And she's just joining in the crowd. It's just so stupid. All in all, my favourite part of the season is Adreyn dragging and exposing everyone. He even messaged me in DM and said, thank you for your reviews, and I was like, no problem, that was nice. We have him dragging everyone. We have Omar's credibility being lost entirely. Lucas is still confused. Esther still thinks big of herself and tries to find problems in everything, but she actually is in the wrong herself. I want to say that again for you, Esther. You are in the wrong yourself. Look at what you're doing before you continue to do it. Everybody has not. There wasn't one point to prove why Adrian was fake by anyone of the cast. Therefore, emphasizing that they are talking absolute nonsense. Riva comes for Chioma, and I love that because it really just shows that she won't take nonsense from anyone. Riva and Nunu, that beef has been cleared up. Nunu ranting. Nunu's attempt to defamate Adrian. Everybody comes for Adrian's sexuality. Adrian standing up for himself. Riva's loyalty. These are the main points for this entire episode. And the main theme was Adrian getting his vengeance. I said this in my teaser, and this is what it is, and this is what came through. The vengeance came through for Adrian, and I'm proud of it. This is a very long review, so apologies, guys, and thank you very much for tuning in. I do appreciate it. I'm saying this out of confusion. I do find it very suspect that there was a comment on the Bkchat episode that came up last night, and the comment was very nice. It said, somebody said, patiently waiting for Murad's review. There were many comments and many likes for that particular comment of taking liking towards my reviews, and that comment really touched me. I really liked it. I wanted to see it again this morning, and the comment was gone. Either the lady deleted it. I feel like Bkchat might have deleted that comment. I just find that very suspect and weird. Shout out to that person who made that comment, and shout out to all the people who are liking my stuff. I highly appreciate it. I literally read every comment you don't understand, so thank you very much. Hit me up on my Twitter, my YouTube, my Instagram, please. The deals are all below. Follow me on Instagram and subscribe if you guys want to. Let me know what you guys think. Y'all know I love your comments because everybody just goes in, especially on my comment box when it comes to this particular show to review. So let me know what you guys think. Hit me up on my social media credentials. Thank you guys for watching. Have a nice day, and I'll catch you guys soon.